Hey, you buying a used sports car? Watch out, because these 7 will absolutely destroy your wallet. Not because they're bad, but because they have well-known issues that turn your dream car into a nightmare. I'm talking about engines exploding, wrong parts installed from the factory, and repairs that cost more than the car itself. And if you're still brave enough to own one, I got you, because I'm also going to tell you exactly what to look for and how to avoid spending over $10,000 on repairs. You are watching Turbo Itchy. Let's talk about your future bad decisions. BMW E46 M3. I get why you want this M3. It's my favorite M3 generation. Timeless design and one of the last analog M cars. This high-revving engine also had the highest HP per liter of any BMW engine at the time. More than the BMW engine in the McLaren F1. Wow. It's so powerful, its chassis will literally shake itself apart. The rear subframe is known to snap, crackle, pop. If it's already cracked, you are looking at thousands of dollars in welding and repairs. And by a miracle, you found one that hasn't cracked yet on this 20-year-old car, you still need to bring it to a shop to reinforce the subframe as a preventive maintenance item. The aftermarket parts to do this aren't expensive. It's the intensive labor that will bankrupt you. We are talking around $2,000. Ouch. I still really want one, but imagine buying your dream car and discovering the ass is twerking itself apart. And there are well-known critical issues with its rod bearings and the Vanos system that are costly repairs. Moving on to the next dream car that will financially suplex you. Nissan R35 GTR. Let's be real, we all want a GTR, but this budget supercar killer is also known as the wallet killer. Here's why. Early R35s had a spicy little secret. No, not the multifunction display that was developed by the Gran Turismo video game team. If you use the launch control that Nissan put in the GTR, you could void your warranty. I'm not joking. Owners turned off traction control, launched the car, and the fragile transmission would grenade itself. Nissan would void your warranty and say, yeah, you abused it. This led to lawsuits, angry owners, and a lot of $20,000 transmission replacements. Nissan eventually released a reliability fix a few years later. So if you're shopping, don't buy a 2009 to 2010 GTR that's been launch control 69 times. Nice. And then there's the brakes. Godzilla is fast, Godzilla is also heavy, which means it eats brake rotors like me raiding Costco food samples. You bet I'm taking more than one sample for myself. The cost of a brake job at the dealership, $8,000. $8,000. Supercar killer? Yes. Wallet killer? Hell yes. But I know that won't stop you nerds from wanting a GTR. Just avoid the early years and get aftermarket brakes to save money. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you like saving money. Now, let's talk about the GTR's movie star cousin. Nissan 350Z, the car of DK himself in Tokyo Drift. Iconic and fat, from the lineage of Z cars. The 350Z isn't expensive to buy, but it's expensive to own if the seller didn't take care of one important maintenance item, the oil gallery gaskets in the engine. All 350Z and early 370Z came with paper-thin gaskets in the engine. These gaskets will fail. Just as surely a double down gives me diarrhea, the 350Z will shat itself with oil one day too. And when it does, oil pressure drops, and if you catch it too late, it can destroy your genes. Your beautiful 300 horsepower naturally aspirated engine. To fix, replace it with a stronger gasket as soon as possible. The parts are cheap, but the labor costs around $1,000. So if you're shopping for a Z, make sure the seller has done this already. If the car has high mileage and the seller said, "What gasket? Trust me, it's fine." Don't trust him. Trust me and walk away. The next iconic sports car to avoid or budget a lot of money for repairs is Ford Focus RS Mark III. It's the best Focus ever made, no question. This 350 horsepower all-wheel drive hot hatch came with a drift mode from the factory. You know what else came from the factory? A wrong gasket installed in the engine. Yeah, another car with a gasket issue. But this time, Ford accidentally used the gasket from a Mustang. Oops, someone is getting fired. This meant that coolant was leaking into the cylinders, causing a lot of damage. After a lot of internet crying, Ford offered to fix this for free until 2019. If you are focused on getting this car, avoid the early years or make sure there's a record of this gasket getting replaced. Otherwise, you'll see coolant leaking out of your car along with your tears. Next up, another iconic American car. 7 liters of bald eagle V8 energy. Corvette C6 Z06. 505 horsepower. One of the best dollar per horsepower cars ever made. And it sounds like a lion arguing with God. A lion. Or my mom trying to hackle a deal in Chinatown. The LS7 engine has a tiny little issue. Valve guides. And if that valve decides it's done working, it drops into the engine. And suddenly, your V8 becomes 7 liters of an expensive repair bill. We're not talking replace the gasket. We are talking about a full engine rebuild. $20,000. And the worst part, you don't always get a warning. It just goes from America, yeah, to America, no. Now, not every Z06 explodes, but if you're buying one, check service history. See if the seller already replaced the valve guides, because a sorted Z06, monster. A neglected one, that's a ticking time bomb. Let's move on to a rally legend. Subaru's WRX STI, all generations. When you think of STI, you think of rally heritage, big wing energy, boxer rumble, latex protection. Wait, what? But the DJ engine it's been using for 30 years is often associated with one word, ringland. If Disneyland is the happiest place on earth, ringland is the hell for STI owners. Ringland failure is a fancy way of saying your piston decides it no longer identifies as a piston. It's gotten so bad there were lawsuits and Subaru has tried to update the pistons. It still fails. STI lovers around the world have tried for 30 years to prevent the ringland failure. They've tried a better tune, oil catch cans, heat management, higher octane, but there's really nothing else you can do except suck it up and rebuild with stronger internals. Ringland failure happens on every generation of STI. I hope you have thousands of dollars budgeted. Or just save money, buy a regular WRX and keep your blood pressure lower. And finally, the one that hurts the most because I love this car. Porsche 996. It's a 911, pinnacle of German engineering, actual sports car royalty. And right now, it's one of the cheapest ways to get into a 911, which should already scare you, because the 996 is famous for a $30,000 horror story. The plot? IMS bearing failure. Tiny parts, massive consequences. If it fails, it can send metal through the engine. No warning. Just check engine light and emotional damage. And just like that, for the cost of repairing your affordable Porsche, you can buy a brand new Civic. Talk about bad life purchases. Now, not every 996 explodes. Many already had the IMS upgraded with an aftermarket solution. So if you're shopping, ask the seller if the IMS was replaced. Get documentation proof. Ignore the just trust me bro. It's already 20 years old. And if it has been neglected, run away from this fried egg headlight Porsche. These iconic sports cars are amazing. They drive fast, they look good, but they will emotionally manipulate you into a financial hell. Just remember, if you can barely afford to buy it, you definitely can't afford to fix it. Subscribe or else your car starts shooting blue smoke. You've been warned.